I don't want to make this go too far down. Oh, hello.
Hello.
There are 6 people. I was like, I don't know where to look anymore.
You said you would talk.
I did say I would talk. I was still trying to look at everything. How's everybody doing? We are a little bit late, but I will give it a couple minutes. It was also late letting you know that we were going to do a live because I meant to do it this morning. So I'm sure people will catch it later, but we decided to go, if you've been following, I guess, our podcasts, we've been doing 52 weeks of WIPS, and we have no idea where we're at with our WIPS. So
No idea.
We thought we would kind of sort through them a little bit right now and see where we're at with our counts and stuff like that. I should have printed my thing off, but that's okay.
Oh, your spreadsheet?
Yeah, that's okay. I'll sort them into like categories as we go, and then write them all down afterwards, and we'll get a good tally for next recording or whatever.
Yeah. I felt like I had no idea where, or I feel like I have no idea where I am. Emily, are you in Michigan? Have fun.
Like the first 2 weeks I was like kind of keeping track, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, how many did I finish? How many didn't I finish? How many did we rip out that one day? And I have no idea. So
I think that's what it was. Yeah, we ripped out a whole bunch one day, and then because we're switching projects, like we don't necessarily finish one, like we were working on like so many each week, and then switching them up a little bit if we weren't feeling them that week, kind of thing, just to kind of cycle through our WIPs. And I think that kind of messed with me too, because I'm like, I've worked on 4 projects, I've worked on 6 projects. How many have I finished? So
hi,
welcome.
Jess, I miss you. I really miss Jess and Allison. I miss you both. Oh, hello, everybody. Okay, so if I do this, sorry if there's feedback.
We're just trying to get the iPad set up so we can read comments better than me going like this.
There, I think.
I can't read that any better, so.
You got to be able to read it slightly better.
Can we open chat just on its own? Like, no. Oh, we want this though. Go back to it for a second, please.
There we go.
All right, we'll try that. I might do this then.
All right.
I don't know. Does that help?
Sure.
So we can see ourselves better. We should switch them.
All right. Who wants to go first?
You want to do a couple, like each?
Sure.
We're gonna just open up our bag. Like I don't even know what's in bags. Like when we first started, I put them all into like a green bin, like a Rubbermaid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were sitting there forever. I got tired of them sitting in there, so I put them all back in the cupboard. Yeah. And now I took them out of the cupboard, so I don't even know what's in some of the project bags. So,
I'm kind of at a loss too. I've been trying to keep it organized, and I think I still have too many, and I'm overwhelmed.
Yes.
And I'm kind of at a loss. And I think if you guys, anybody who's been watching and like following the little like games we're playing with ourselves to try and work through these, if you have an idea for me anyway to challenge me, I don't really full on challenges don't really like, I'm not competitive, so it doesn't really work, but some kind of way to like make it a game to kind of keep me motivated, or or what to focus on. I'm all for ideas, but today's about figuring out
where we're at,
what we have left, and stuff. So
yeah, but if you have ideas, then that can help maybe for next week. But we're figuring out where we're going to go after today, once we figured out where we're at. So do we each want to kind of pull a project out and see like that, or
sure?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna randomly grab a bag.
Okay.
Oh, I think I know what's in this one. I think this is the wrong bag to grab. Hold on.
Is that a thing though?
Yeah, it is. It's completely a thing. I'm gonna sort this and organize this. It is completely a thing. There's not a project in this bag. This is the bag from when we had the
Whoa, okay.
When we were ripping.
When we frogged things.
When we frogged things that one day. So this is just a bag of stuff that needs to be put away. So there's needles and there's yarn and yeah. So this held my VBAC sweater, and there's yarn. So this was a WIP, but it's no longer.
Oh no, I took that bag home because I had a bag kind of like that held my project bags and everything, but I think that's in the craft room now at home.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sort that today though, and I'll put the yarn back in my stash.
Yeah.
And not leave it like that. That will help me not be so confused. So you get to go next. Me, 0 WIPs so far.
Oh yeah, I should be writing them down in between. That makes sense.
I'll write them down.
Oh yeah, you have yours written down. Can you write mine down too? That's good. All right, so this is I don't know, I think it's called Sight. This is my Christmas Day cast on. So I think I'm about an inch from maybe joining in the round on this one. Anyway,
so bottom up.
Bottom up. It's like knit till 10 inches, and then I think you join for I think that's at like the arms. I don't know if the arms are knit like flat like this too, or if they're knit. I have a feeling they're flat based on the. Anyway,
sorry. Did you say this is out of 52 weeks of knits?
Oh yeah, 52 weeks of easy knits. I got that for Christmas, and then I came and got yarn. And
is that your newest cast on then? Or did you cast on a couple things in the?
I cast on Gio's hat and gloves, like New Year's Eve, and one other thing. I think my DK socks, like New Year's Eve. I wanted to cast something on before I wasn't allowed to cast anything else on. So I have the DK socks still in this one because the other two I finished like that weekend. They were so fast.
Yeah.
So it's one project. That one I knew of. I've been working on that one the last, not much, but I have been working on it.
Yeah, that was one of the ones you pulled out recently.
Yeah.
Okay, this sweater.
I love that bag.
Should move into the bag that's full of stuff that's not being used because it's busting out.
It's
busting out of this one.
That bag, your project matches that bag. It also matches this bag.
Yeah. This is my Northwoods sweater that I probably would have had finished had we not started this. 52 weeks of WIPs.
You think so?
Well, it was the main thing I was working on, kind of, and then.
Oh, but you also had the Advent, so you were trying to focus on that.
Yeah.
And we didn't add that into it because you were trying to focus on Advent.
Yeah.
So that should get back into it now.
Anyway, I'm almost done the first sleeve, and then I have one more sleeve, and I'm going to actually take back the ribbing and add at least one more stripe.
What if you did another stripe of ribbing and left the ribbing? Would it look weird?
I'd have to try it on and see where it hits me on my body. If it makes sense to have it tuck like that, I think it would make it kind of like
it's
billowy a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
I just don't want to. I'm against the frogging it and having to like redo stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna frog it. The whole thing goes.
I'll try it on again and see if there is a scenario where I like this length.
Yeah, it's a really pretty sweater, and you're not that far from being done, right?
So that's one. So I'll write this one down, and it's
sweater
really
number 2.
So that's out of Leo and Roxy BFL Sport /DK.
All right. So there's all written down. So
I'm gonna keep mine in front of me just in case I missed anything.
All right. This mess.
Oh my goodness gracious.
They're still here. They're still, I knit one row on them. Then I moved them over onto different needles that were longer.
Tell them what you're doing there.
What am I doing here?
6 at a time socks.
Oh, yes. There's 6 at a time socks. And there's 2 different patterns. Which way do we go?
Two different patterns, and right now 2 of them are doing color work.
These 3 over here have 2 colors. I'm not exactly sure where I left off on these, so I think what I'm just going to do is skip to the next section on the sock, like in the pattern that she has.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I might not do any more color work on it because it's not too bad, but it is kind of too bad because like all those, but they've been stuffed in a bag since the very first time I ever showed these on here. I don't think I've done 1 row, and that was in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So
my sweater I just showed is called Northwoods, right?
Sure.
It's North something. Who's it by?
Jessie May.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Northwoods by Jessie May.
Yeah, one of the. Oh, maybe not. I was like, one of the other podcasts would have like a slide of it, but we can look it up after and see.
I don't have my phone in front of me, or I'll look it up.
So yeah, 6 at a time socks. I have to just try them on too and see if they're like almost like shorty socks. I could just start the heel now and just kind of go or not go, I guess.
Okay. Next one.
It is a lot of socks at a time. And it interested me then, and
this sounds really cool. I don't know if I've shown it actually.
A new project that we have never seen. Oh,
you've seen it.
I've seen it.
I
don't know if you've shown.
I don't know if I've shown it.
I don't think you did. I took pictures of it, but I don't think we got around to showing it.
So this WIP was inherited. I went to a retreat back in November, I think it was.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like January or something like that, but it probably totally was.
Yeah. And somebody was working on this sweater, and it was way too big for her, and she just like had just put in the pony cord to try it on, and it was like way too big for her, and she was getting all this advice on her gauge and then to rip it out and start all over and whatever. And I'm like, just a second here. And so I tried it on, and it fits me perfectly. And so this is the Shifty by Andrea Mowry. It's already like down to here, which I will do it cropped. I can't look in the mirror.
If you wanted to crop it, just the ribbing.
I'm ready to do ribbing, and then I decide on the sleeve length. So it's pretty much done, but I haven't worked on it yet at all.
No.
This is not me so far. And so I'm like, I'll take it. I'll send you the yarn. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, checked inventory at the shop to see if we had the right yarn for her.
Yeah.
And sent her, we had to order in the blue from Malabrigo, but sent her a package of yarn. And I have a pretty much finished sweater. So
yeah, like if you're gonna do short sleeves, I don't know how they finish it, but like basically your cuff, is that what it's called? My goodness.
Yeah.
And then you're ribbing, like you're ribbing for both. You could, right? Whatever, you have to pick up the stitches.
Yeah, so you
could do long sleeves, but it's almost springtime, so I don't know why you would.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna do it cropped, I'll probably do it short. Yeah, but I'm gonna take a look at it. I'll see how much yarn there is there.
It is nice, like a springy feel, like colors and stuff like that, fine bright colors.
So that has been counted as one of my sweaters the whole time since we've been counting our WIPs, but I just don't think I've shown it on here, and I don't get to take credit for all this beautiful knitting up to this point, and all I have to do is finish it. So I think that's going to be fun, and it's a really nice one. And the yarns in this are Malabrigo Arroyo in something blue, regatta blue. Okay. And then Shopple edition 3. I'm not sure the name. I'm not sure which color number it is, but I can probably put that up there later.
Yeah,
it might be in here actually, or not. Oh, look, my mittens are in here.
Like your ones that you wear?
No, I probably haven't worn them since November.
Oh, because they were
in this bag. Yeah. And
I don't think we even have any of that color anymore, right? That you're doing that in?
No, I think it's out again. Yeah. So there's a couple things in this bag I need to put back into stash too. So I'll move that over there to clean out this bag as well. So 2 sweaters for me.
Okay.
What you got?
I have these pretties. These are my rainbow. I don't know what they're. Oh, Light Bright. My Light Bright Full Moon Fibers mini set that I bought at KW. And yes, I am going to leave those ends over here like this.
Are you?
I totally am.
Braid down the back of your leg.
No, I want to like have it so like when my feet are like this, because it didn't make. Then like I have fringe on the one side. The other ones I'll weave in.
That's awesome.
And then I'm going to go. We'll have to get some running photos of me with the yarn tails going. Like this.
We have to get even better with the camera. Get like
some action shots. Yeah, just do a video. We'll set up a bunch everybody's cameras along the porch, and I'll just go running by, and we'll get some screenshots of stuff. Anyway, I'm doing them kind of like scrappy socks, but I think there's six minis, and they're just in a bag, and I pull one out and I knit. I think I was doing 5 rows, and then I put them in another bag and pick out another color. So it's totally like random as to the color order.
Yeah.
My gauge is way off on things lately. I was going to frog them. I did some decreases. I was going to frog them again because they still seem big. But if I pull them up my leg a little bit, then I think I'll just do another set of
where the calf muscle starts, right?
Yeah.
Like
I think I'll do another decrease and see where it goes, and then I'll just keep going with them because I really like them. If I frog them, they would totally get just cast back on with another stitch count.
Bye, Jess. We'll catch up later. Nikki, spinning for your shift again sounds like an amazing idea. I would love to start. I want to start spinning more. I've added it as part of my challenge with this, bringing with this WIP challenge. Part of what I need to do. So I need to finish 4 projects before I can cast anything on to start bringing my total WIP count down. But I also need to spin 100 grams. So I haven't actually started spinning yet. But
do you know
haven't.
How many projects you've finished? Do we know that? No, not yet. We'll figure that out.
No, I think like we did the frogging, but I think I've only finished 2.
Yeah.
I think I finished my Marled Magic sweater and my neon socks, and that's it. Yep. So yeah, I really do want to start spinning a little bit more. So I think that's amazing, and it's a great way to get some of that like color changing yarn.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, my turn to show one?
Yep, your turn.
Okay.
My hair is bothering me.
Clean up this bag too. Surprise, surprise.
Cool. Runaway balls.
Goodness gracious.
Let
Let me rescue my stitches first, and then I will show this one.
I don't know what it's called.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing it.
I know.
This is the Jupiter.
You guys got me all confused between Juniper and Jupiter sweaters. So
yeah, that was my fault. I was calling it Juniper a lot. This is my Jupiter crop. The pattern's by Caitlin Hunter. It's in Lure by the Fiber Company. And we started these back like literally right before Christmas. Like
the 12th or something, or I don't, that numbers. I was gonna say
no, I think it was like, yeah, the 18th, the Saturday before Christmas.
Yeah.
Totally. And I made some quick progress really quick.
You did, yeah.
And then stopped.
And then I started beating her, and then she lost momentum.
Yeah. You and Angie both started beating. Has Angie done hers yet?
No, she hasn't worked on it. Angie was doing good too. And then I started beating her.
Yeah.
And
then we both stopped. Anyway, I really like it. It's amazing. It's turning out really good. I haven't touched it in like 2 months. So but Jillian's wearing hers complete.
I even extended the arms. If you've been watching the podcast, they were too small, so I added like 2.5 inches to the sleeves. They don't, but so it's been blocked. Some of the ends have been woven in. Some of them I braided down, so I didn't have to. I still have to go through some of them, but
I'm so glad I'm doing this. Like, the stuff's a mess. I have to go through each of these bags and take the stuff that doesn't belong to that project out of it. And it's, yeah. So 3 sweaters for me.
Ooh, I don't know if I've shown this one. I probably haven't shown a lot of them because I haven't. Feel that.
Oh my gosh. That is so squishy.
Yeah.
Is it DK weight?
Yeah. So I don't know what this is called.
The name of this pattern or anything?
I don't know. Right. I got nothing for you guys. Sorry. But this is a crochet sweater. My gosh. And done with stash yarn. I went through my stash and picked out yarns for this one.
Like, so you're doing like a four color
fade. So
does the pattern call for it to fade?
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe it does.
It looks like it because it looks like you're doing like
every other.
I don't understand crochet very well, but
I think it's a single crochet slip stitch sort of thing. I don't know if that's called something specific. Anyway, those are the next colors that it will fade into. Really so nice. I think it'll be really pretty. It does feel really soft. It's a really nice drape, I think, and it seems to be fitting okay, but I'm not liking the way the back is. I find crochet tricky for like joining. So I don't know what I'll do with that part of it, but I started that probably just before Christmas too, like in November, December. Yeah, maybe it could have been early. My sense of time is
me too.
Not there, so it could have been earlier than that, but it was recently. Not this year, but recently. Are you writing down what I'm? Oh yeah, is that 2? Oh, that's 2 sweaters. Okay,
2 sweaters, 2 socks. Yeah. Oh, I need to work on this one. Oh yeah. This is my wrap. It's so heavy. Oh my goodness. My Rhapsody and Cable sweater by the patterns by Joji Locatelli. It's a worsted weight pattern. Sorry, untangle. There's quite a few stitch markers on here right now. It's a worsted weight pattern, and I'm doing it up in Meredith MCS worsted. Oh my gosh, so lovely. So MCS is merino cashmere and silk blend in worsted weight. And this is a cable sweater that starts in the center and works its way out. And then you pick up here, go this way, and then you work down the back. So I've made this sweater before and I absolutely love it. So I really should. That might be a nice one. It's kind of one I like to be sitting at like a table and working on so that I can have my chart and mark where I am and stuff a little easier. I don't find it hard to follow, but I like to keep track. And because you're going this way and then this way, you need them to match. And I just want to make sure I do the exact number of repeats and everything. So I just need to find time where I'm like sitting, where I can sit at a table. I destroyed my house this past week. So when I say sit at I can't at my house right now.
I'm like, you're sitting at a table right now.
I am sitting at a table right now. So I should come to work more and knit on my sweater.
We don't usually have tables that are
I had started ripping out my laundry room back in the early fall, probably.
Yeah.
And last week, I decided to start ripping it out some more. And yeah, I can't use my laundry room or my kitchen right now. So
Oops.
Oopsie. And it's going to be a little while. It's a can of worms. It's just a can of worms. That's all.
Yep.
Hi, Sarah. Do backwards slip stitch, join your crochet.
I wrote it down, Nikki. I will look it up.
Cool.
Thank you.
So that's another sweater for me. So what am I at? I'm at 4 sweaters. 4 sweaters. We're just doing for everybody who's joining a little later, we're just trying to organize our WIPs because we were already out of control, even though that's our main focus of this year. We don't know where we're at all.
Our main focus is being out of control.
Pretty yeah. Yep. That's pretty accurate, to be honest. All right.
It might not have been
Our intended
thing, but
yeah. Oh gosh.
I think we need to go faster in our things.
Okay, faster.
Because we have a lot of projects. But this is my Viajante, which I love, and I will finish it this year. It's going to happen. I probably will.
You're gonna finish it.
I will probably frog it and start again because I want my tension, like I've been saying, is way off, and that doesn't even look. It doesn't look straight, like it doesn't look symmetrical, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be. So
can I make a new rule?
What?
Do you know how to spell that word?
Yeah, it's right there.
How do you say it?
Viajante, I think is how people have been saying it. I want to cast it on, or I want to keep going. I'll have to check and see if I'm at the right spot or not. But I don't want to have anything else. Like I just want to kind of focus on it because it's supposed to be a pretty easy knit to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the construction of it is really cool. It ends up kind of being like not quite a hood, but like it's like a tube, right? And then it's a long sort of tail.
Yeah, it's like a poncho kind of
really
like,
nice,
but lightweight.
Yeah,
lace weight.
And I'm doing it in a Pima cotton linen lace weight yarn.
Sarah's gonna have all her needles clear and not a WIP tomorrow. Like this Sunday, Sarah.
Don't be mad at me, but on Sunday all my needles were clear, finished. That was last Sunday.
Clear.
So they are right now, Sarah.
Wow.
I don't know what that means. I don't
know what that's like. Did you count your needles?
Yeah, last weekend, crazy.
How many things have you cast on? That's the better question.
Well, there's random notes on here. So anyway, that's a shawl.
We said we would move faster, but the rule I want to add is if you rip out, it comes off your WIP list.
Yes.
And then you have to do it as a new cast on, which means you have to have finished 4 things.
That's rude.
Yeah. There you go.
It's fine though. I'm up for it.
This is I'm gonna go really quick through this one. I've only done one square. So this is my starflower blanket. I've done 1 whole square. Yep, done. Tin Malabrigo Rios.
This is a sweater that has no pattern. I was doing it. It's inside out.
No, it's not. It doesn't have a pattern. You can't tell if it's inside out or not.
I was doing it based off of a dog sweater that I had made for my dog, and I was making my son one, but I don't even think this is going to fit him anymore. But it's based off of like it's like a half brioche stitch or something like that. Anyway, what? Swatch?
Deborah, the trunk show at the Knitting Loft was fall, I think November 2018. I am pretty certain.
That was the year that Leo Roxy started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, that's noisy. So, Geo sweater.
Okay. So chic cowl. It's coming along. It's almost done.
How do you join the?
You don't. So okay. So this outer part, it's a DK weight held double, so it's nice and thick and chunky. This outer part's knit like a scarf, like knit flat, and then you Kitchener it together. And then you pick up, and it has an I-cord edging on both sides. And then you pick up in that and you knit a tube with I think he asks, this is a Surrey blend. This is a Surrey blend, and I think that's what he asked for, but you could use a mohair or whatever you want for your fuzzy. And you hold that double and you knit it for, I think, like 12 inches or something like that. So I'm almost there. And then it just goes like this. This is inside out right now. So if I flip it like that.
It just gets folded in.
It just gets folded in and then it sits like this. And then you can kind of,
so
you can kind of see it.
Oh, so you put it on with a seam at the bottom and you pull it over your head. Nice.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
So that's almost done. So that will be good. So now, okay. That's a cowl for me. What you got?
This is a baby blanket, the Stephen West
Vertices Unite.
Vertices Unite, which I really liked, but I ran out of this yellow, and so now I'm gonna have to frog it. So bye-bye. Or I frog the yellow and I redo it with the other colors that I have set aside. But when I set everything aside for this, back when I was doing it, which would have been years ago, like 4 years ago, just got something in my eye. I don't have enough yellow, so I don't know what I was thinking.
You didn't use it anywhere else that you can think of?
No.
I have my scrappy sweater. I'm not going to show too much of this, but it's a scrappy sweater. I was following the Alpaca Chino by Max the Knitter. Thanks. But I think I have a different plan for that, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. I gotta go grab my rest of my projects. So you show your next one. Am I forgetting to write stuff down a lot?
There's Jolyn is slacking in her note taking. Yeah. These are Geo socks. His favorite color used to be orange. It's not anymore, so he's gonna get all these orange things. But I haven't worked on these since the summer. I don't know if they're probably ready for heels. Anyway, those are my Geo socks. So they were my car knitting for a while. They still are. No, they aren't. They're not in the car. I don't know why I said that.
That's really funny. That's hilarious. They still are. No, they're not.
Oh,
Scrappy DK Scots. Wow, thanks. It's contagious. Socks. So I was just making a whole bunch of these, and I have this. I'm on a third one of what's here. So if I'm really sick of them, I'm going to finish this one, and my dad or my husband will get 3 socks, and they can do with them as they please.
Yeah.
Wear them however they want. If not, they go pretty quick. I'll whip out a 4th one and then be done with this project.
Just finish the third.
Probably just finish the 3rd one.
If you add another one to it, then you add another one to it.
Yeah. Those are on my list already. All right.
This looks like this is a Freshco bag. So, this is, I have no idea what it's called. It's like maybe, no, it's not the Colette. Anyway, it was a worsted held double that I started did I start that more in this like early fall?
Yeah.
It worked up pretty quick.
Yeah,
I did this pretty quick. The nice little, I'm trying to, yeah, you can kind of see, I think I've showed it before too. Like pattern and stuff like that there. So that's what that one is. No wonder I don't know any of my pattern names. I'm awful.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, I remember when you started it. I think it was late summer or early fall, like August or September, because I remember thinking it was thick, like, so it was probably still quite warm out.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if it's on my Ravelry.
But I'll show
I
a
have
couple
project
more.
names
You
and
look that
everything.
up because I want to get through some of these.
Yeah.
This is the honey shawl by Andrea Mowry. I'm using Leo and Roxy's old base of the cotton cotton
merino,
wool cotton organic. Whatever, held with mohair, and I absolutely love it. But again, it's just been sitting for a couple years. I think I started this in 2019, and I've just switched, by just meaning the last time I picked it up, switched into a different cable pattern. So I'm pretty sure this gets more like a border, and then
it's so pretty.
It's coming along, but it's not. I feel like I'm lying when I say that because it's not coming along. I have not touched it.
No, because I think I took pictures of that like the first time you did like a whip parade thing, and I don't think you've touched it since.
Yes, exactly.
But you're not allowed to frog it because I think it's really pretty and I want you to finish it. So.
Okay. What were you
that green sweater is called the Clotilde. I don't know how to say it. Sweater by Pernille Larson. It's in my Ravelry. We'll after this we will make lists of everything and have them on the next.
That's the kind of the point, is to make sure our Ravelry and everything's up to date and have a good list.
Yeah.
Going forward and make a decision. Actually, sorry, I'm going to read some. You show what you got.
This is a cowl that I started, and it was to go with a cabled hat that I think it was a cabled hat. It was when I was like, oh yeah, it's like a chunky weight thing. It'll take me no time at all. No, it took me forever to get this far. And then I put it down and haven't touched it since because it took longer than I wanted it to. So
what I was going to say is Sarah wasn't on here earlier when I asked for ideas of how to make finishing these things a game for me. Sarah, as both a teacher and somebody who wants me to have less whips, how do I gamify this so that I get through some more stuff? I need something to make it a little bit more interesting. Open to some ideas, and then I'll stop doing it after a little bit, but I'll start it for a while if you have a good idea.
You'll need a couple.
Oh, I pulled this out and then didn't actually show it. Bear paw sock. I said I was gonna go faster. That's faster.
Okay. This one is, oh shoot. It's a Stephen West one that I've had since Gio was born. So it's almost 5 years old. And it's got like the welts, which were fun to do for a while, but then it kind of annoying. I could probably do them faster now. I feel like everything that I have is like really old whips.
Yeah.
And if I did them now, I've been knitting for 5 years, 7 years. I could do them easier now. I'm not gonna say better or faster, but like I could do them easier now because I understand it more. But
yeah.
What's it called? Anyway. That one's pretty. Oh, prizes.
First, send cards at school. First, do the task you don't prefer. Then you get the thing you prefer. Ooh, yeah, kind of like so like I have to work on one of the ones I don't really want to for like a half an hour. Or are you saying I have to finish it first? This is my Advent sweater. This one I started in like the new year in January.
We might have, I don't think we started early.
I've been making some really good progress. I have to wind up a couple more of my minis to keep going, so I'll do that tonight before I go home. And I should make some more progress on this. This has probably been one of the main ones I've been working on this year.
Yes.
Everybody wants me to finish that shawl. Okay, well, maybe. Is that what it needs to be? Does that need to be my main?
No, you need to
focus.
No, you need Advent's supposed to be your main focus,
yes.
And then you got to do your Northwoods, and then
shawl,
and then shawl. Okay, so I just showed my Find Your Fade socks. I don't know if that's what they're called, but they were to go with my fade sweater from last year, 2 years ago. My fade one that went across this way, so I have fade socks. I think what's I'm stuck on them now is that I'm in like increases in, or something like that, because they're like long ones.
Mhm.
So there's increases as you go up the calf and stuff like that. And
I'm confused why we're talking about them. Did you show them?
I showed them while you were showing them.
Okay. I'm like totally did.
You were reading while I said I just showed this. And
Oh, okay. I'm like, why are you just talking about it? Okay. So am I supposed to show something else?
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is too many things. I'm gonna go quick. I'm gonna show 3 things, and then you get to show 6 because you have more than me.
Okay.
I have these Halloween socks that are halfway through a leg of the first sock, so like nowhere, basically. And then I have my yarn in this bag. I also have my yarn for my second sock of my Cider House socks in the cider colorway in the same bag. So that's 2 socks. Does that count as 2 of the 3 things I'm going to show, or does that only count as 1?
Only counts as one. It was one bag.
This is the hat I ripped out and then restarted. Bye. I'm not finishing that. That's becoming what is it? A frog.
Close enough, Sarah. What?
Yeah, I like
What
close enough.
What did you ask about that?
I didn't. I said that's becoming a frog. The hat. That's stripy socks that I'm striping myself and have tails to weave in. Lovely. So they feel amazing. Those feel nice. So
you could do what I'm doing, and you could keep the ends on the outside and braid them.
I could. Maybe I'll try that. Okay.
Okay. All right. I started.
That's ridiculous.
This is like a swatch or something for my Alaska sweater.
It's not a swatch.
It's
That's not even a whip. That can come off your list.
It's off my list. It's gone. I must have. No, that's probably as close as to a.
Like you put it on.
All right.
You put it on yarn and just that can just come off your list. Okay.
I want to try this one on. What do I have underneath this? Oh, I'm wearing a dress. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh. I'm further along on this than I thought. This is another pair of socks. They're for my son. Looks like I've done the heel flap and I need to move on to the heel turn and then pick up for the gusset. This is the first sock of this pair. And I started these a long time ago, like way too long ago. Oh my gosh, guys, you don't even. She's gonna need a minute to figure out this whip. I'll show more.
You gotta be kidding me.
What?
Oh, I can't even try this on because I don't know.
To figure out something, pretend you're trying it on. This is my Cider House sock in Meredith colorway. So yes, I just showed the yarn for my Cider House sock in the cider colorway because I made one and then I immediately cast on a completely different color instead of completing a pair. That is correct. So now I have one sock,
Completely
unmatching pair of Cider House socks. That's what makes me happy. That's why I have so many whips.
Yeah.
You're just knitting on that over there?
I'm just slipping the stitches.
Okay. I'll be through all of mine.
Keep going.
I will be
You
through
had
all
more.
of mine.
You had 2 bins. I only had 1 bin. So
You have more whips than me though, so
Well, I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
matter. This is not going to be easy to show, and it doesn't really.
pretty.
This is Jigsaw Puzzle by Stephen West. When I look at it like this, I don't like it, but when I know how many other colors are coming into it and what it's going to look like, I think I'm going to love it. So I will keep working on that. It's a modular shawl where you pick up and go different angles, and it's scrappy, and we took some time to pick out all my scraps and different colors that go with it. I wish we should have had a camera on her. I don't know. I know I'm distracted. She looks ridiculous.
I have no idea what I did.
Yeah, fell for whatever this was. That's what you did.
Guys, this is like a fuzzy, like it's
the camera won't even probably pick up on it. It's like, what are we focusing on
it's
here?
mohair loops.
Yeah.
Like it's like cascade wave or whatever, or it's a solid and a wave held double, and then mohair, and the mohair is like done as a loop. But the shape of it, like it was supposed to be like a cardigan, but the shape does not make sense.
That does.
No, what?
This one does.
Like, look how long that is.
This one does. That one doesn't.
And then this is like.
Oh no! Yeah, then, you just have.
No.
Yeah. Right.
Why is this? This is so much longer. Or do I have to pick up here and do?
You have to pick up and go there. You have to pick up and go down like this. Your numbers might be off.
Anyway, I thought I had one sleeve done. It was supposed to be a test knit. I ran out of yarn, and I have a feeling I'm not going to have enough yarn to finish it, so I have a feeling that's going to be a frog. Which
it's so ugly.
I like it. I like it, but that's sad. That was way messier than I thought it was going to be.
Are you comfortable being undressed? Okay,
that's fine.
Okay. Just checking.
I'm wearing clothes.
Another sock for me. Another one where I'm done one and have not started the other one. There's not even needles in this bag. So those are.
What is it? Sorry. Oh, it doesn't matter.
They're a Summerly pattern from I think her midsummer package.
This is the first sock that I ever did. It took me forever to finish. Like I finished it during the pandemic, and I never made the second one. I probably won't make the second one. If anything, I would frog this. My dad liked this yarn. If anything, I'm not making socks. That's stupid. I don't like knitting. I like knitting DK socks.
We've stopped writing down, so this is going really well. We'll write down as we're done. We're gonna finish showing these quickly, and then we'll when we get off here, we'll
go. They're all spread out, so we can go through them easier.
Go through them quick. Make our list so that when we record, we know exactly where we're at. Okay, I'm showing. Okay, I have my sun gazer. I think this should be one of your WIPs. It should just count as yours.
I did do most of the work, so
yeah. So like really,
and I probably will be the one that finishes it if you don't pick it up.
Jillian's made 3 of these. I did. Oh, you actually got me started. You did my center square, and then I think I did like 3 of the wedges, and then you went from there, basically something like that. Yeah. Anyway, but Jillian finished most of this front, and then she made me the back square, and I've done that as I've been working through my WIPs.
It is an easy sort of nice. Like it was fun. Like I made 3 of them, right? Like it was a nice knit to do. So you might find in the spring that you like doing it. If not, then I'll finish it. Or we have to have a challenge for Jess and Allison, who I don't believe also have not finished theirs.
Probably not. That would be a fun one.
So maybe Angie and I will come up with some good prizes for whoever can finish theirs first or something like that. This was supposed to be my Carbeth.
Yes.
Which is super pretty. It was Full Moon Fibers, Slub, and Leo and Roxy worsted. It still is, but I'm not using the right worsted, so it will get frogged. I still really like that pattern and the yarn. Like I want all.
You're still gonna make it.
I'll still make it. It'll still be on my list.
Jillian grabbed a couple balls of regular worsted and a couple balls of MCS worsted, and it wasn't until she was started that she realized she didn't have it, and there wasn't enough dyed. Of either.
And I think I might have even started with MCS. Like I think the ball that I was working with was MCS, and the other ones were like I had both, and I was like, I don't even know how I did that.
Yeah. So now we have worsted back in stock and stuff, so you could
start. Well, when I'm ready to do it.
Yeah. Which now is probably fall because it's it's so thick, right?
Yeah, I probably won't start it till September, October, so that I have something to wear. Do you have any more?
I have one more.
Okay. I have, this is my Find Your Fade.
Oh, wow. Did I see this when we went through your stuff?
I think so. I don't think you pulled it out. Where's the end? So it goes to purple and then it goes into teal.
Crazy. You need to do this one.
I was getting confused with the lacy section confused me. Like, I don't think they're, like, I was getting messed up on them, so they're not correct. No one's ever going to know. You're not going to come up here and be like, oh, you did that wrong there. I can't even tell what side's the right side and the wrong side. I should put a marker on it, but
I can.
I think this is the right side.
I think that's the wrong side.
Okay.
So, that's cool.
Anyway,
that being said, I've never made this pattern, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, I like it. It'll get done. I got frustrated with it and put it away.
You have all the yarn set aside for that one?
I do. Yeah.
All right.
This is why when I stash busted, we made a bunch of kits for it. Remember a couple of years ago, and then I went home and like went through my stash and picked out like single skeins and stuff like that I had that I liked.
This held properly. Yeah, I do. I think this is my last one to show. This is my boxy, and it's a boxy. It's done. This one's boxy you can do in the round or flat, and this one's flat because Angie whipped it up on the knitting machine. So now I need to pick up and do the short rows for the shoulder, which you can do on a knitting machine if you know what you're doing, but we just decided Angie hadn't played with hers that much yet, and we just decided to give it a shot with making the big plain stockinette squares. So I will do the shoulder shaping and do the sleeves and put it together.
Did they do the sleeves? No.
No, I don't.
You don't have two pieces?
The sleeves are usually picked up and knit down. So
that makes sense.
So again, this is another WIP that I actually have no time in so far, but it's almost done.
Yeah.
So when did we do that? Back in October.
Back in October when Jess and Allison were here. Filming fibers were here. This is the tabular sweater. Look at the gauge on that. Like, look how tiny that is. There's no way I'm going to match that. No. I'm going to have to go down 1,000 needle sizes. Well, it's on 3.5, so I might be able to if I knit that on a 2.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Like this.
Wow, what has happened to your gauge? Jillian's gauge has gotten, if anybody else has had experience with this, Jillian's gauge has gotten really loose.
And not even like over the years, I would say even in the last year.
Yeah. And
I'm a continental knitter.
But you always were.
Yeah, I always have been.
Yeah. And like to the point when we were looking at those very first socks we pulled out, or whatever, the second socks, like on 2mm needles, she's just not getting a tight gauge. So
I think that even these socks, like I finished this one, I think that this gauge looks
looser than the first one.
Maybe not too bad, but when I measured them earlier, it was like, it doesn't look too bad maybe, but
I have to measure. I'll get out and measure it, but yeah.
And that's, I would have cast, these are what
those are?
These are my DK socks that I cast on like New Year's Eve or whatever. So I started the second one, finished this one this week.
Okay.
But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with my gauge, and it's
super loose.
And it makes it hard to finish any of the old projects. Like I'd like to finish that. And it's just stockinette right now. And then I have sleeves, I think, to pick up. Like it's a front and back and then stuff. But unless
it'd be interesting for you to try at least.
Yeah.
To match gauge and see what size needle you have to go to. You'll have a better idea of just how much you've switched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have my, is this the Patagonia Hates Jillian sweater? This is a starring sweater, and I got the sleeves done, and then I'm knitting like bottom up. I'm losing stitches here. Dropped one. And then it's all textured up at the top. My gauge, I think, was okay on that one. Like, last time I made a Patagonia one, I made the soldotna and it was way off, but the one that I made, no, it was still way off because it fits both of us. I have a sock tube and another sock tube.
Wow.
And 2 more sock tubes. Oh, this one started. Yeah. I think I was trying to make this one into like a mitten or something. I was trying to see if I could do like do it inside or something like that. And like this was supposed to be the ribbing, but I think I frogged it because it wasn't working the way I wanted it to because started to because this is coming out. But I could just keep it and do it as socks. I don't know why I'm undoing that. So that's what 5 sock tubes. 3 more bags. This is the long
Sarah says just work on it when you're super stressed or watching a scary movie, and then it will just tighten up.
Yeah, I still want to have that. Can we do a study? Can we do a study group where we like listen to like scary music and then listen to like soft, relaxing music and see what people's gauges are? So you have to like do like a color row in between and then you match everybody's gauges and stuff like that. They
can't know we're doing it though, right? They can't know like.
Yeah, so you do a knit along and then you change so that everybody at knit night or whatever is like at the group. That'd be really interesting. Anyway, this is a envelope, which one day will get finished.
This year, 52 weeks of WIPS. That's what we're talking about.
That's true. But like that's why I said one day. What are in these bags?
You told me I had more than you. You were so wrong.
Oh, this is something.
Cool. We're getting this really organized now.
And this is a new cowl that I started with. Oh, guys, it's color work and a lot of color work. Like there's like 4 or 5 colors, but I'm using the United Sock Held Double for it.
Nice. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
I don't know. It just says Tussa Tweed Sweater. This is not helpful.
We must, Courtney.
The Moon Crush Tank by Jacqueline Cieslak that she started last year, that she came out with last year. Like the half moon here and like a half moon here or something like that. It's just a tank. And that was in the Tussa Tweed. That's what was in the yellow bag. That's all my WIPS.
That's everything?
That's everything.
Excellent.
It only took us 57 minutes.
Wow, that took a long time. Okay.
If it had taken us 52 minutes, that would have been better.
We could have made it happen, but
I blame me in the blue sweater.
I blame you too. All right.
Thanks for joining us on our crazy trying to organize things.
They'll be organized by the time we record.
Yeah. So now we have them all spread out. We'll go through them now, write our proper lists.
Are we moving this back?
Oh, okay, sure, let's do that. I'm gonna try and lift it up and move it back so it doesn't like screech on the table. You let me know when this looks. Are you gonna sit?
Okay, so I'm gonna stand.
Surprise!
Surprise! I don't know if you guys can see what's in front of us, but this is our next step for today. So we are going to take off in a second here, but we have our ball winders set up because we are ripping out a whole bunch of stuff.
I thought that was a bead. I was like, how is there another bead from the last time?
You want to see the body of my calendar sweater finished by Knit Night? Okay.
Calendar sweater finished by Knit Night. That's the thing. That means you have to wind yarn.
I do have to wind. I have to wind yarn tonight, but I can do that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. That's cool. I will take that home.
There. Done. Oh, this is still on a ball. How am I supposed to use the ball when I put it?
So yeah, here we go. We're gonna rip a bunch of stuff out. We will show you and give you our totals and our numbers when we record. And
I want to know if people have guesses as to how many things we're gonna.
What will our totals be?
Yeah.
So I started the year at 29 WIPS. Jillian started the year at 52, hence 52 weeks of WIPS. So I have finished 2 projects.
We haven't really done a full update, but I think I finished 4.
Yeah. And so and we ripped out a couple in a episode a little while back.
I think we each ripped out. Did we each rip out like 6 or something like that, or did I
don't
rip
think
out
I went-
more at that?
I know how many I did on my paper over there. But I don't know how many you did.
I ripped out quite a few. Like I feel like I ripped out 6 on mine, 6 or 7.
2, 3. No, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I only ripped out 3.
Okay.
You ripped
So
out 6 or
that's
7.
5. So you have like maybe 24, and I was at 40. I was around the 40 mark. I remember us talking about that. So
yeah. So I don't know. Oh, maybe we'll put up a survey. Like a multiple choice question after we count right now.
Oh, on Instagram?
No one here.
Can we do that on here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll put up so in an hour or so, we'll put up a multiple choice and you can guess where we're at, because we'll do a quick count right now and we're gonna start ripping. And yeah.
Both our ball winders ready.
So I keep looking at that. It's totally up there. Anyway. So thanks for joining us. We will see you guys again soon. And it was nice. It was nice to do a live and to be able to chat. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. In a second when bye everyone.